All right, and three, two, one. Yo, aviators, welcome back. My name is Titan, and today we got a quick breakdown of the damage multipliers for the Pack-a-Punch and the Arsenal upgrades. Our gun for today is going to be the RPD. With this blueprint on that I pretty much like. But today's video is really just to get into the numbers so you guys can see how the upgrades work. So what's important is to start off with the base damage of the gun, which is 40. Alright, and then I'll show you how the multipliers work. So let me get my screen ready. Alright, so pretty much you have two ways to upgrade your guns and zombies. You have the Arsenal upgrade and you have the Pack-a-Punch upgrade as well. And they each come with their own cost and multipliers. When you do the blue, that'll cost you 500 uncommon salvage. Green, which is the rare, I believe, that's 1,000 uncommon salvage, so the green kind. Epic is 500 rare salvage, the blue ones, and legendary is 1,000. And here are the multipliers. So what you need, like I said, is the base damage, which is 40 in our case here. All right, this much. With the task force, if you change this barrel, it'll change how much damage you do. So this one seems to be the best. So we'll keep 40 on, and we'll notate that our base damage is 40. And hold on. Okay, so base damage on the RPD is 40. So we'll keep that in mind. Slight amount of coding I know wants to have me space that out. But basically what you do is you times that by the multiplier. So when you go to put in your 500 salvage, you'll do, so tier 1 will be 40 times 1.5. That'll put you at 60. 40 times 2 will put you at 80. And 40 times 3x will put you at 120. So each bullet that's coming out of this chamber, instead of doing 40 base damage, will be doing 120 at this point. And times that by how many magazine bullets you got in your mag, and that's pretty much the output you got for your gun. So you got 40 times 3. That'll put us at 120. And then next, 40 times 4, 160, right? Okay, so without pack-a-punching, each bullet you shoot will go from 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 120 to 160. So this is going to cost you 1,500 salvage to get to this point, and 1,500 rare salvage to get to this point. I'll circle back to that later. When you do Pack-a-Punch, the multiples are kind of the same, but not really. They are pretty much exponential. And when you combine the two together, that's when it get really fun. It's a Pack-a-Punch, as you know, the first one is 5,000, second one is 15,000. And the third level is 30,000, okay? And when you do Pack 1, that'll put you at 2.025 multiplier. So, Pack 1 with a base damage of 40, with a multiplier 2.025. And I've done this math already, I actually got one here. That'll put you at 81, okay? And that's Pack 1. Pack 2 will put us at 40 times 4.05, because that's the second multiplier. So this is the one that costs 15,000. That's a 4.05 multiplier, and that'll put us at 162 per bullet. All right, and pack 3 will put us at a 8.1 multiplier, or just 8, and that's the one that costs you 30. And for our damage based, that'll put us at 324 per bullet. Now these numbers seem kind of small, but this is uncombined. So when you do your tier 1 upgrades without pack-a-punching, and this takes a while, by the way, it takes like 30 rounds to get to this point, because 1500 rare salvage is a lot if you don't have the attachments on your gun that don't do not salvage upgrade, but and not equipment drop either, increased salvage drop, which you need, and those take a while to get. Okay, so here's the thing. This by itself and this by itself doesn't seem that great until you combine the two. I'll tell you now, the highest multiplier you can get is 32x, which is pretty cool. So check this out. These are our values for 500 salvage, 1000 salvage, uncommon, and then rare and rare, right? And then what you do the same thing for Pack-a-Punch, but you combine the two when you start putting in your salvage and your points. So eventually you get to tier 4, 1500 salvage if you're doing like past round 20s. Take the base damage of 160, yeah, and you times that by the first level, and that'll give you 324, which is pretty good. Okay, now 324 times how many bullets in the chamber? 75 plus 41. Okay, see that right there? That's how many rounds we hold in our mag. 75 plus 41. So we come over here, 75 plus 41, it's 116 bullets. Okay, times 324. That means the output of that magazine is now 37,584, which is a lot of damage. And that should be enough to take care of a whole horde and a megaton. Okay. Same applies for pack 2 tier 4 and pack 3 tier 4. Now, tier 4 pack 2, right, we will put you at 648 per bullet, and tier 4 pack 3 will put you at 1,1296 per bullet. Now take that same 116 and you times that by 1296. The maximum damage output for a T4 P3 tier 4 pack 3 is 150,336, which is a little ridiculous, and that's kind of cool. Highest you can get is 8 times 4, which is your 32, so that's the max you can get as far as the multiplier goes, right? But the damage will vary based on your attachments, which is pretty cool. Now, if you're trying to get here quickly, the highest you can get without tier 4 and P3 is a 16x multiplier, and you can do that by getting you a tier 4 and a pack 1, or yeah, tier 4 pack 2. Got my notes here. Tier 2 and a pack 1. Yeah. So tier 2 and a pack 1 will put you at 4x multiplier. Okay, so 80 times 2.025, 162. That'll put you at a pack 2 damage output with a base of 40, if that makes sense, right? So let's do the math on that. You've spent well, at this point, 1500 uncommon and 5,000 points to get 162 per bullet. Okay, which is pretty much the same as pack 2 unupgraded. Okay, pack 2 unupgraded is already 162, so you could save the salvage. So maybe and even if you wanted to spend your first salvage on like armor upgrade, you could do that and just pack 2 and you would be there automatically. But this and pack 1, so only 5,000, will get you to the level of if you had spent 15,000, which is pretty cool. So there's ways you can combine. Pack 3 costs you 45k and no salvage. So pack 3 at 45k, because right, 5, 15, 30 puts you at 324 per bullet, which is also the same as tier 4 and pack 1. So if you wanted to stretch it out for no reason, you could spend all your salvage to get these and just pack a punch once, and that would get you to the equivalent of here, right? Makes sense? So whenever you're looking at the numbers, switch back over. Go ahead and look at damage output you're doing, which will be 40, and you can see how much per clip that's doing. And this is kind of where you gauge what's most important as to attachments. If you want to do all damage, and depending on the gun, you may want to trade off more armor damage for the highest damage you can get. That is the case for me with the KSP. Doesn't do a lot of damage, right? Well, 50, but it's a 3-round burst and we don't have a lot in the mag, so it doesn't work out for me too much. So sometimes I go for armor damage, but that's the multiplier pretty much. I have this tweeted out already, so you could just go to my Twitter and check out that and download it for yourself and get that out the way. But that's pretty much it. Tier 1, 1.5, tier 2, and this is the arsenal. Okay. 2x, tier 3 epic, 3x, tier 4 4x, pack 1 2x, pack 2 4x, pack 3 8x. Combine those together and you get some pretty nasty damage. However you want to get the 16 the quickest, which is kind of like your midway without overloading on points or salvage, it's probably good to make sure you get all your perks and everything. So get to like tier 16 maybe through pack 2 and maybe only tier 2. Okay, so 15,000 and you buy the rest of your perks, or do it the other way around. Save up all your salvage, don't go with the armor and just do pack 2 and you'll get here. But that's it. The Krig for you guys, so you know what's next on the channel. Next thing I'm working on is the Krig 6, which I'm having a lot of fun with. It's pretty cool. That'll be the next review, and that's pretty much it for now. My name is Titan, and I'll check you next time. Peace.